Hi Chantal, this is going to be a reading for you. So I am not familiar with your channel. However, I think I tuned into one of your videos because it was recommended on my channel after some of the other readings that I've done. And I was in there maybe just a few seconds before I clicked off, so I don't think you even said anything. So I am familiar with what you look like, but I don't know anything else from there. What I'm getting though, and I feel this is public information because it just feels like it is. So I hope, if not, then it's going to come out soon. But I feel you're on some sort of stimulant, you're on some sort of drug one or two different drugs, mostly one in particular. I feel possibly three, but there's one in particular, and your guardian angels are watching you energetically. Okay, so this is fascinating. They're watching you energetically all over the place. You're all over the place energetically, and you need to pull in your own, you need to pull your own power in, your personal power, your inner power. You need to pull that back in. How this reflects in real life, okay, in this 3D life, is you're losing control of your spiritual body. And they're watching you. Your guardian angels are watching you. That was probably creepy if you heard me whispering. I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to see if you're in danger energetically or not. I don't think that you are. But the way that I'm doing your reading is differently than a lot of people that I do readings on. Well, the celebrity ones are always completely different than personal readings because obviously if you read below, like, I want to protect your privacy, and I don't know sometimes what should be public information or not, so I just kind of do a glossing over, right? So, but with you currently, what day is it? It's July 10th. I don't know what time it is. It's like sometime in the afternoon, and it's like early afternoon here, and you're on it now. Whatever it is, you're on it now because it's energetically, it's in quotations, powerful, in the sense that it's like a firebomb. Just, it's throwing you energetically all over the place, like fracturing you. It's like little fractures, like literally, like if a bomb exploded and all pieces of your soul are kind of scattered all over the universe. And your guardian angels are watching this happen, and essentially the moral of the story for you is you create your own destiny. You create your own path. This is specifically tailored to you because I don't see this was supposed to happen for you. This was not in your chart. I feel like I energetically, I have to keep pulling away from you more and more and more and more and more because it's so intense in your life. You are losing control. Like, I'm not even kidding. You're losing control. For me, energetically, to have, like, how far I feel I have to distance myself from you. Okay, you have the potential for something obviously bad to happen, is what I'm saying. However, you don't care. Because what I'm getting is you saying, well, it's better than where I was. So I am fully aware of this risks. I'm fully aware of the side effects, and it doesn't really matter. It matters to me. I do care, but in reality, the worst of that is better than my worst before, like my worst without it. And you're so focused on, I'm gonna just keep it at outward beauty because I don't feel if people take that kind of stuff, whatever it is that you're taking, if it had to do with anything else that wasn't beauty, unless, well, I guess people use stuff to like work more and stay awake. But I feel like it's the motivating factor is it is beauty. Like, you want to look a certain way and you feel like, well, as far as like my personality, or as far as my feelings, it's like my feelings go, I'm putting them to the wayside, and you know, if I deal with that in time, then I deal with it, but I really don't care. My priority is how I look and how I present myself. I don't know if you're in a relationship or if you're married. I don't feel like you're married. If anything, it's a relationship, but I see multiple partners, so I don't know if that's another motivating factor, is so that you can have different partners, more partners, a better sex life. If they're sleeping with someone and so you're associating this thing that you're doing with like getting like a revenge body, or getting back by getting better, in quotations, because it's obviously self-sabotaging you. But I don't know where to go from here. Your reading's a little different, I guess. New location. Why am I hearing that? I feel like you need to either, so I'm seeing either you need to take care of major structural issues in your home, or you need to relocate to somewhere. You are surrounded by a lot of fake things. It's very confining to your soul. It's not nourishing your soul, so it's making it even more difficult considering the things that you're doing to yourself. What I mean by that is just basically, like, an example would be New York City. It's a concrete jungle there. There's not anything that's natural. So there's this need for you to connect more with nature, get closer to nature. If you're already in a country setting or surrounded by nature, there's something about it you're too distracted. You know, like, some people are really sensitive to Wi-Fi or 5G, or just like the waves, like the electronic waves, like the microwaves, and so there's something that's too much. Or maybe it could be something as simple as like not being on your phone too much, or sleeping near your phone. There's something about the electronic waves. There's too much, and the concrete, like, there's too much fake stuff around you. Maybe even just go for a hike. Maybe go hiking. That might help clear your mind, because you need to refocus into your heart to find what actually gives you energy, what actually motivates you, what actually makes you want to be stronger. I'm seeing strength. That's what I'm getting, is strength, like a horse. What is that? But again, this multiple partners. So you could even be wanting to have a baby. I don't know if you have children or if you have a child, because I see this feeling from you where you're saying, like, I want it all. It's like I have a split mind, because there's one part of me that wants this traditional life where it's like the 1950s and I'm this lovely housewife and I'm catering to my man and I am doing everything that he desires and I have lovely children, yada yada yada. And then there's another part of me that just wants to explore the world and explore all these different things in life and just have a little bit of fun here and there, and just, you know, be adventurous in many ways. And so guardian angels are like, you can have that, you can have it all. But then bringing back to the child, it's like maybe you wanted a child at one point, or you lost a child, and you are connecting back to that, like, this child would have been however old, or if I had a child at this age when I really, really wanted to, this is how the child would be. But obviously you need to clean up your life currently in order for that to be achievable. But it is achievable. I see you can have everything that you desire, because we go back to your specific lesson currently in life, which is that you create your life, you create the path, you create your destiny, you create what it is that you desire in life, and you don't have to take shortcuts. You just have to figure out what it is that actually motivates you and to stick to that. But it's like, I'm kind of getting like, well, it's like, yeah, beauty is like outward appearance. That's what is my motivating factor, and I am doing something about it, which is what I was just talking about earlier. So even with this laughter, it's like you have a very, oh, and kick up your heels, you have a very like funny approach to life. You're a very, very funny person. But I feel like it's masking some sort of sadness. Is something about your inner child, which I feel like a lot of people, that's a lot of wounding there with your inner child. But specifically for you, it feels like a loss in the family. I don't know where you are with your parents, because it feels parental to me, or just like this older figure that has crossed over, that is here with you, that loves you and is protecting you and is trying to, they're not trying to guide you, but they are cushioning you. It's like this cushion around this crazy energy. It's like as if you had like a glass in a bag and the glass shattered, so this person's the bag, like holding you and protecting you and holding you together. They've been like this since eternity. I feel they've always been there with you, and this the feeling that I'm getting is that there was a separation, right? And I feel like it was because of the death, so it's not anything that you nor they could have done, and there's something that needs to be acknowledged there and healed there, and that would help kind of clear this clutter from your life. Also doing the other things that I recommended. Well, I didn't recommend it, your guardian angels are recommending, but doing those would help give you the energy that you're getting from this, but you would have like natural energy. And I feel a little more calm and centered now to come closer energetically to you. I feel like you're seeking direction. You're like, what do I do? What do I do? You want to do something, you want to make this move, you want to do something, but it's like you just have all of this extra energy and you're not quite sure where to direct it. But you have a lot of plans that you have set for yourself. I don't know. I wasn't even looking down. Okay, so yeah, it's something about your love life where you feel pulled in other directions with that. It's as if you want independence, you're seeking independence, you want some sort of freedom from that. There's maybe like a particular person or qualities in a person that you desire, and you feel like maybe you're restricting yourself from that with the current circumstances that you're in, which however that might mean for you. I feel like there's a part of you that's like reaching for, what are you reaching for? You know what I think it is? Yeah. I think you're mentally holding yourself back. It's like you have set yourself up to say, I'm not good enough until this. I'm not ready until this. When in reality, you are enough and you are ready right now. It's that you're limiting your own self through some belief system that you've created for yourself. And through that's created this timeline and this pressure in order for you to get to a certain place by a certain time, and you're taking these shortcuts, or you're doing things differently and chaotically so that you can achieve it in a time that you feel, when you obviously, like I said, you are worthy right now. It's just you don't feel like you are. So it's like, oh well, this is so common with people, but you know, it's like you think, oh well, if I had this, then such and such would pay attention to me, or if I was this way, then I would get certain things out of life. The biggest message that I'm getting for you is to be kind to yourself. And all of these things that I'm talking about with regards to you is they're symptoms of you being unkind and unjust to yourself. That's what it is. Where you feel left out, you feel overwhelmed. With the Lovers, I don't even feel it's like, you know, you're putting conditions on yourself. This is similar to a lot of readings that I do for people, and even one of the most recent readings where, I mean, this is so common with people. It's this conditional type of love, but it's conditional on yourself, you know? There's something major happening here on a spiritual level that let me try and figure out. I think it's this family pattern. It's a family trauma, again, of not feeling worthy, that could be broken through you. But you have to seize this opportunity to find strength by being gentle with you. You have to be gentle with yourself, and through that being strong. And I feel like you can't get too deep into your emotions. You can't let your emotions take control of the situation. So you have to be compassionate with yourself. If you need to grieve, if you need to be upset about something, then you can, but don't allow it to overtake you. There has to be some sort of independence sought here. Something needs to change in your environment, in your external environment, so that this family trauma of feeling unworthy of success and feeling unworthy of love and unworthy of, like, basically it's like almost like feeling like you're unworthy of just like the finer things or something like that. Like, it's like, I don't know why it's implanted into your mind and ancestrally, but that's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's like this repeated family trauma of this pain of not achieving your dreams, of not achieving your goals, of not having the person that you wanted to be with. It's not very good examples in your life. That could be broken with you. It can be broken. But you have to, even with the Six of Pentacles, you have to be fair with yourself. You have to be fair. You have to allow to give to yourself and to recognize that you are capable of this. With Eight of Wands, to me, okay, so yes, it's several things. Swift change, like a drastic change. So this has to be a quick cut in your life, like cutting things out very quickly and figuring out, like, all of this clutter, figure it out, and it needs to be a quick severing of ties with people and of lifestyle, different things in your life, lifestyle changes, and it has to be drastic. This isn't something for you that can be done little by little by little by little. It needs to be pretty much overnight, like weeks worth max. And when I say weeks worth, I mean because if like you actually physically move somewhere, so of course you have to like pack things up or whatever you have to do with that. All right. And you need to lay that foundation now is what I'm saying. You have to lay that foundation now and say like cut the cord with people and belief systems and say, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not giving to this poverty mindset of not having enough, not being enough. I am enough and I'm ready and I am capable and this is who I am, you know, and even with the laughter, like I am a very funny person, I'm a very lovely person, I'm a very beautiful person, I'm a very magnetic person, like telling yourself all of the things that you deserve to hear and believing that and repeating that, and through that gives you a protective power too, that pulls your energy back in, that helps you recognize those things in you, right? And also telling yourself, I am drawing in the people, you know, that want me or recognize the value in me into my life. Family harmony. Higher consciousness. Make music. That was yeah, I feel like a relocation for you would really help. It really would. And that's kind of what I'm seeing for you. It's like somewhere full of nature. I don't know if that was pointing to the camera. I wasn't looking, but she's just surrounded in the woods. Yeah. And even telling yourself like money comes to me easily. I have no financial worries. I am, you know, not my past. I don't concern myself for those things. I just work on, like, even with making music. I feel like this is a confirmation for you that if there are songs that are coming on the radio or that you're just, it's popping into your head or you're listening, you know, something that you're listening to that feels significant, I feel your guardian angels are trying to communicate through music for you. And it's actually, it's your higher self and your guardian angels. It's your higher self trying to reconnect with you because, like I said, you're so scattered. And so it's like this self-preservation in you. It's of trying to connect back in a way that would be significant and meaningful to catch your attention. Something I want to mention, I'm being drawn with this, if I was correct, I feel I am correct about someone who may have passed away, is also understanding that basically like they never left you. They're always here. They have always been here, and you can feel them energetically because, like I said, they're that comfort blanket around you. They have never left. It's just the way that they have presented themselves in this world has changed. I said this in one of my other videos too, but yeah. I think this is them coming through, hoping for you to feel them. And through feeling them, you can feel yourself again, and you can bring that energy back in. And that conflict and that chaos that's kind of happening on an energetic level, that can come back in a lot better than how it is not that long ago. I'm gonna take this one And I'm going to take one more, but the reason I wanted to take this is because it says seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan, because I think this is indicating to you that you should be laying the foundations for future generations of your family, of your soul's path as well. So like what you do in this lifetime is going to affect you in the next lifetime, and it's going to affect you in your soul's journey and your soul's path. And so lay that down now. Prepare yourself now. Think about what can you do now that can help you in like the future you, future you. So if you've been asking a question in your head about something, if you watch this video, this is the answer for you. The answer is yes for whatever you've been thinking. I noticed, oh, it's in here too. Sorry, there's a little construction going on outside. I hope that's not too loud. But I noticed 3. And I was noticing 3 women since the very beginning, like since before I started pulling cards. And I don't know what that means, because I feel like this is in the 3D, right? This isn't 3 guardian angels. This isn't anything like that. It's like 3 people, and one could be you and then 2 other women. So I don't know what that means exactly. So I'll just leave that be. And so I think this is confirmation too. So then I'll pull one of these and then I'll end the reading. It's trusting the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So it's about trusting your gut, like trusting your intuition. And I think this is in line with the yes. Like, why were you asking whatever you were asking? What question was in your head? What were you thinking of? And trusting that and believing that, because you already knew that it was yes. You knew this is just confirming, like, yeah, absolutely. And it's an interesting message to me, because it just is. I feel again that you are being guided to hold your emotions in. So what I'm hearing is like, wait for another day. Wait for another day. Hold it in. And right now is the time to prepare yourself. Right now is the time to take action. Right now is to follow your passions and your pursuits. Go after that. And your feelings can come later. Like, be compassionate with yourself, be kind to yourself, but don't allow yourself to sink into sadness, into grieving, into depression. Take action now, and in due time you will have that space and that opportunity to work through your feelings. But now is not when you should be doing that. Now is the time for you to move, to get going on this. And there is this divine sense of destiny that is really being highlighted, of you creating your destiny. And I feel that was one of your major soul promises in this life, is to create your future for yourself in this life. You get to create that. You get to lay the seeds down. You get to plant the foundation. And I'm hearing the words, go there. Go there. Like, if there's a particular place that you've wanted to travel to, I feel like this is like a spiritual place. whether you recognize this as a spiritual place or not. Like, let's say it's like even Nevada, I feel like, not just like Vegas and hanging out in Vegas, but like the outskirts of Vegas. There's like a lot of like beautiful places, you know, like hiking and everything like that. So I feel like it's somewhere that's it's gonna be spiritual for you. It's gonna be a spiritual experience for you. You're on the right path. Use your imagination and you'll see the answer. So again, if you watch this video, you have to have been asking something or thinking about something. Your mind could have been like distracting yourself, or you could have like wandering, and it's like you know the answer, which is yes, but just figure it out. Or even like if you watch this video and you're like, where is she talking about? It's like, you just think about it. Think about it, because that could be part of the divine guidance pointing you to where you should go. You know, like maybe that'll guide you to this place and you'll have some sort of like crazy spiritual experience or something. And your children are watched over by angels, so there is a importance to children here, or a particular child, like one particular child. I feel, I don't know, I'm just pulling cards to see if there was anything else. Yeah. So, that's it. I'll explain this, but I feel this is just, again, confirming everything. It says rite of passage, crossing the threshold, where this experience is completely up to you of whether you want to cross the threshold or not. I see snake imagery right here, and I feel this is of temptation and creation. It's a temptation for you to either create a whole new like a whole new path for you that will be part of your destiny. Okay, that will be part of your future lifetimes. That's why I said it like that. Or you can stay stuck. You can remain the same. You can stay within this thought pattern, this family belief system, just like lower level thinking. But I don't mean that as a critique or anything, because you know it just is. But I feel like you were meant to break out of this. You were meant to expand and to have this a different life. It's a different life than what you're used to and what your family is used to, is how it's being represented. It's a completely different world. You know, like I can equate this to, again, like a country, a small town, and then they're like, oh, so-and-so went off to New York City. She's a big shot now. She's in, you know, the finest films or something. And that's kind of what I'm seeing for you, where it's like unrelatable to where you were. But anyway, so that's going to be my reading. I hope this brought some sort of valuable information. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.